Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, I've got a bunk model that I think you're going to love. Big bunk room, big living room, beautiful, well built. This is the 2024 Vibe 34BH. All the specifications, including a link for the pricing, will be down in the description. So make sure to check that out if you think this is something that you might be interested in. But we're going to start off on the inside, then work our way around the outside, show you where the dump valves are, the outside kitchen, the awning, things of that nature. But let's go ahead and rip it. Let's go ahead and get it started. This is, again, it's the 2024 Vibe 34BH, and I have always really liked the Vibe. They are definitely well built. I think they are beautiful, and they're feature heavy too. And this one, the 34BH in particular, I think is bringing the old A game. I mean, if you didn't know that was a bunk back there, I don't think you would need to know much else. I mean, this thing is beautiful. It looks like you could absolutely have this be like a couples camper with the ability to sit down a couple extra folks. I mean, this is awesome. But since it is a bunk room, I guess I'll start back in the back. But I mean, look at that sofa. You got recliners. Big old dinette. That new honey brown decor. I think it's looking just so sharp. I think the decor team is crushing it. Let me know how you feel. But even like, let me put on this clicker light. Even in here, and I just shut that door so that way it's not blocking the view of this. Even the fact that they have this little guard, I got a 2.5-year-old, no way in heck I'm trusting her up on a second level. But, just the kids just having the ability to sleep, and instead of like rolling out and over, like a 6-year-old or something, you don't need that. So I like having this guardrail right here. You also got an emergency exit. This does flip up and snap in right here. And then underneath, you got this sofa, again with that honey brown decor. And that pulls out to encompass most of this floor right here to make, about a full-size bed, maybe even a queen size. I haven't pulled that particular one out, but either way, it is pretty darn big. Window out the back. You also get plenty of storage, and I like the fact they got you a little helper there with that ladder, which you can pull up and pull out to make it a little bit, easier to access, up into the bunk. It's also going to be kind of that teddy bear style, mattress. So a little bit fluffy, a little comfortable. You can write little secret messages and stuff like that. But again, railing, window. You also got an AC right here, which is pretty darn snazzy. Keep this room nice and chilly. And then look at that. Plenty of room for all the kids' stuff. That's always the hard part, is where the heck are you going to put all the kids' stuff so they don't drive you nuts? We got 4 at home, so I know that feeling. Need a place where you can, store all your stuff, put some board games, and, just keep some sanity on those rainy days. So you're going to get 2 slides here on this model. This one right here is going to have your seating slides. So you got your dinette, and then that theater seating. And then over here, you're going to have your refrigerator, oven, and then that sofa. But, went at that a little bit of a weird way. Let's go ahead and turn back around right here. Let's start right here. Right here is going to be your dinette where you can sleep a couple extra folks. So you can kick these legs out, drop it down on those little nubblies, and then boom, you got yourself a bed. Roll that pillow over the top. Otherwise, you got a great place to play some cards, have some breakfast, read a book. You also have some plastic storage totes, but you're also going to get pretty darn large windows. Let me turn on this light right here. Pretty large windows that are all going to be tinted, and if you notice, they all open up for a nice breeze. Plus, they got kind of these interesting curtains here. Haven't seen this until earlier today, but you can pull that down, blocks out all the sun. It's kind of like a Dracula mode, but it also looks pretty darn cool. It's something different, and in the RV industry, getting something different is almost a rarity these days. Everyone kind of copies each other, so I like seeing that. Right here, you got your recliners. You also got the 2 cup holders, and these are the kind that you can do, a little double tap, and if you were hooked up to power, not just run on the battery, it would glow up here and right there, but they're on a quick recline, so you can lay back pretty darn flat and take a big old snoozer. It's also directly across from a sofa, which does make a pull-out bed. Another thing that people are going to like is, if you notice, no carpet in the slide, so you can hardly tell where the slide begins, and the floor ends. So that's really nice that it kind of gels together here. You do have a TV that's going to be on a swivel, so you can angle it at that theater seating if you would like, or the sofa, but it's also Connex with the JBL speaker soundbar built in. So smart TV, your Netflix, your YouTube, watch the game, kick it, relax. 30-inch fireplace. It's going to put out 500 square feet of heat, about 4,700 BTUs, if you kind of want to nerd out there in the RV language. But that's going to be nice because it's going to heat up the entirety of this room. Absolutely, no problem. So that is pretty darn cool. Flip it around over here. You got your island kitchen. You'll notice you got an outlet to plug in, maybe like a blender or something like that. You also get solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. That is going to be new to the 2024, along with the linoleum there in the sides. You also get the farm style stainless steel bowl, that charcoal finish to it with the high-rise faucet, hitting those dishes from all angles. You also got some pretty cool little glass, pendant lighting there, which is nice. You also get, let's see here, I'm kind of getting away from myself. I've recorded 12 RVs today, so forgive me if I'm a little scatterbrained. Underneath here, some access to your plumbing. You also see that it's going to be a soft close. Now, right over here is going to be your cooking area. You got just enough countertop space to be dangerous. You also got a pretty nice, backsplash here, but you get a 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings. You got a couple pieces of paper over that. And then you got enough room for a pizza. 3 of these drawers, and the bottom one is going to be about twice the depth as you can see there. You also got your Furrion microwave, which is going to be a convection microwave and an air fryer, so you can crisp up, some of your favorite treats right in there, no problem. If you haven't had an air fryer before, highly suggest buying it. We use ours, all the time. 12-volt refrigerator. So what's nice about this is it has, the effectiveness of a residential refrigerator, but it runs off of, solar, your truck, obviously the shore power. It's a little bit more suitable for RV living as opposed to the one that just runs, off the electric. Absolutely massive pantry for your dry storage. Love seeing that. Dual ACs in this unit too, one of which is going to be, right up here. And you can disproportionately push all the cool air into this room if you're not using your bedroom. And also, just to kind of show you, the head height in here too for a travel trailer is pretty darn nice. Let me put this on the ceiling. I'm 6 feet tall. You're looking at probably like 6'6", 6'7", something like that, I would say. But that's going to be, coming in handy just for those rainy days, not feeling claustrophobic, or if you're a little bit taller. This is the control for the thermostat. And then right as you walk in the door, this is going to be your slide room controls. And then you also have another one right here, and then your awning. But you got your tank heaters, so that's going to be a 12-volt heating pad on the bottom, so you can camp a little bit earlier or later into the season, depending on when you're using it. But either way, if it's right around that freezing point, go ahead and flip that thing on and enjoy a little bit of extra camp and a little bit of freebies. It's how you steal, a couple extra days from old Mother Nature. Right into the bathroom. It's nothing too crazy, but it's definitely not overly tight. I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and this shower is big enough for me, to get in there and take a real shower. Not just one where you're crunched in. Ow. Not just one where you're crunched in, but an actual shower. You also get a little bit right here. It's a little bit on the shorter side, 6 foot tall, but in here it's about 6'5", so that's coming in handy. And then you got a little pull out for a little bit of privacy. Porcelain foot flush throne here as well. And you can see I've got pretty darn good space, shoulder to shoulder. I'm not bumping into anything, so you're going to be nice and comfortable there. You also got the old bowling gun, but you do have a mirror, and then you got your on-demand hot water heater too as well, which is going to be a plus. And you got a little stainless steel bowl there, along with some extra storage. And I like the way that this looks too. I just think that's a pretty sharp, looking finish there. Now the bedroom door too, I don't usually point out doors, but it's kind of interesting the way that it opens. Just so they don't make it tight and it doesn't clang and bang up against this, so you can get in and out with a little bit extra convenience. This is on kind of like a little middle pivot area. So it opens up pretty darn flat. I really enjoy that. As somebody that records a lot of these RVs, that is simply just a nice feature, for myself. And that's something that I would definitely point out, because it's something that I would use on a daily basis. Really nice sized bed. It looks like a queen. It might be bigger. It looks like, maybe, I don't know. But then right here, you got an area for a CPAP machine or some books. And then right there, you got kind of more of the same. But you're also going to get some extra storage here up above. And I did not point it out, but in case you didn't see, you get a little window right here that does open up for a nice breeze. And then you have another window over here that's an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. Get yourself out in a hurry if you need to. Little room for some hanging items. Again, soft close. And then flip it on around. You got yourself a pretty darn large closet too. And I like how, you know, these brands are kind of introducing that. That was on some of the impressions I did earlier today too. So that's pretty darn neat. Place for a TV backer, along with the appropriate plugins here as well. And, you know, you're in business. But now I'm going to head around the outside, show you what she's all about there. But definitely drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, this is the 2024 Vibe 34BH. All the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, and a link for that price will be down in the description of this video. But the... yeah, I've been down here at this campground all day. Pretty darn cool. Got done 12 units. We're about to kick on a fire. Probably do another one of these vibes here in the middle of the night. But man, what a cool little chill spot. I mean, check that out. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that might be a good little thumbnail right there, actually. Pretty darn snazzy. So even though this has a slide on the campsite, it's kind of one of those short depth slides, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. You got an awning that sticks out pretty darn wide, so that way you can still get some really good shade when you're hanging out, you know, on the sunny portions of the day. You also have your marine grade speakers right there, and on the other side of that, so they're really nice and spread out, so that way you can still get bumping across the entire length of the camper. Some of them bunch it up real short, and I feel like that kind of just, you know, mitigates the abilities. You got the old pass-through storage here, and you're going to see it's got the aluminum frame construction that's welded at all points. It's also got this little board right here that's got these little holes, so you can put in like hanging baskets or something like that. You also have the power stabilizers, and you see it's all heated and enclosed. Again, you do have those 12-volt tank heaters. The step above steps that flip up into the doorway, so much sturdier, much more comfortable if you're in some inclement weather. If it's raining, you don't have to worry about slipping. They're not wiggly, or if you're elderly, you know, it's going to be a little bit easier to get up. You also got the XL grab handle too, a little extra large action. Wide stance down here. And then this outdoor, I should have mentioned this a lot earlier. This is an awesome outdoor little kitchen. You got an LP quick connect here underneath, but man, you got two outdoor refrigerators, one for the kids and one for the adults. You got your apple juice over here, and then you got your ciders over here. You could probably fit yourself about a 96 rack right in there. Then you also have another smart TV with the JBL speaker soundbar. You can get this thing bumping out here, play the game, play a little movie at night. Just what a cool freaking little place. I love that. Man, if I was buying an RV, this is the kind of outdoor kitchen that I would like. That is absolutely for sure. By the way, there's another control for your power tongue jack right there. Heading out the back, you're going to see you got that bumper with the old spare tire. You got a little black knob right there. That is going to be for the Furrion observation camera. So 4.5 inch, yeah, suction cup that bad boy right onto your windshield. You're also going to get the prep for the Lippert on-the-go ladder system, so that way you can get on top of your roof, check your seals, check your slides. You're going to have a real, you know, nice and easy time getting on that, because it also elongates up and over. But, you know, you want to do that. Make sure your maintenance is on the up and up. You can also add on slide toppers to both of these slides, which is a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit, and therefore ultimately preventing, you know, a leak. If you got a tree branch that's on there, you crunch it in the slide, you're going to have a bad time. Right here is going to be where one of your dumps are. And then should have another one. Yep, right there. Back end of that on-demand hot water heater. Here's going to be where you plug in your unit. This is going to be a 50 ampere. Magnetic latch just to make life easy. Back end of that pass-through storage. And you got your docking station. So winterization bypass. You also have your 30 amp solar charge controller, along with a couple outlets and hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, along with your city water, your fresh water, satellite cable, and then your black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for the old poop tank. The old poop tank. Like that LED bar. It's pretty snazzy. Helps you kind of glow up at night. As you can see, it's already getting a little bit dark, but you can see how the top of that, you know, glows up pretty well. You got your battery disconnect right here, and you do have a battery with an area if you want to add it in a second. You very easily could do that. Dual propane tanks up top, and then a power tongue jack. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to see you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2024 Vibe 34BH. Have a great day. See ya.